So there's this popular video going around right now showing that this guy basically gets like 3 top 20s at half health by a player with Silent Heart and gun and detonation. And a lot of guys may be thinking, oh, like the guy didn't have armor, or maybe he's just like a freshie, which is something I thought too, but then I decided to investigate. And it turns out this build is extremely deadly. You can basically do like you can 7-shot a person with Black Diver and 550 health. But I'm going to be here to explain what is going on and why does it do so much damn damage. This build specifically though is actually kind of crazy, so let's break everything down. Starting off with the weapon of choice, the gun. Now, one gun specifically has a lot of talents that actually increase its damage. For starters, I think alone it already has a damage increase, but it has other talents that like increase the first and the last shot of the gun. So if you use a Dragoon, that means like 1/3 or no 2/3 of your shots are going to have increased damage. And then we're going to go into the talents. I think the build makes everything. Since it's a Silent Heart build, it can get a lot more talents because it can just roll through and everything. That means you can get all the extra damaging talents you want. Things like Speed Demon, you can also get Heretic Sutra and pop that as well for extra damage, or pen depending on what you want to do with your build, right? The fact that you have Dragoon, and if you go like 6 proficiency and 6 vitality, you're gonna have a lot of M1 damage, right? And then you just keep stacking it up, right? You get a 3-star damage Dragoon, right? And then you get other talents that boost your damage, such as Overflowing Dam, Ardor Scream, right? And basically there's other things that add on to the pen, so it's not just stacking your damage, it's stacking your pen as well, right? So there's a lot of ways you can stack your pen. There's Thresher Scales for 10%, Armor Piercing for like 25%, which is crazy, right? And then 20% from Piercing Will, which is like a fat 55%. And then if you get like a little bit of extra strength, you can probably get to like 60, right? And there's probably other ways you can add to your pen, but if you want the most damage, the enchant is the most important thing here. The enchant you're going to want to get here is detonation. The reason you want to get detonation is specifically because it actually procs twice a hit. That's right, the bullet from the gun and the gun damage itself procs twice. So that means you only need 3 hits total, right, plus the bullet of course, for detonation to proc, which makes it do so much more damage because it procs so much more often. Obviously you're gonna have to reload a ton, right? But why does that matter if you can just basically 7-shot any build in the game? It doesn't necessarily matter at all if you have to reload, if your damage is that crazy. I'm telling you right now, I tested it, you can 7-shot a build with 550 health and 30% pen resistance if you have everything going on, like Ardor Scream and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that should basically explain why it does so much damage. You can also add in the Oath as well, Silent Heart. Obviously you're going to want this for just free damage on top of everything. Maybe you don't really have to use Silent Heart if you want to just add a little bit more variety to your build, but it's what the guy has in the clip. So yeah, that's basically what occurs here. You have basically the damage scaling with the gun, right, then the pen, and then the pen and the damage buffs apply on the gun and the bullet itself, plus the fact that they both count as a detonation proc, right? And then Ardor Scream amplifies that even more, right? Ardor Scream will amplify the detonation, the gun blast, and the bullet, meaning you're going to be doing insane amounts of damage. And all you have to do is press Heretic Sutra and hold H occasionally, and you're doing insane damage. That's pretty much all I have to say about this video. Pretty crazy build. Maybe we'll see if it gets nerfed. I don't think so. I think it's pretty fucking cool, but hey, it is what it is. I'll be seeing you guys later, alright? Peace.